Hello and welcome back to Foeonthefights. This is gonna be the review predictions video for UFC Paris. Tomorrow it happens to be the same day as my birthday. The MMA gods have blessed me with a pleasure. Anyway, just gonna get right into the fights here. Should be a very good card, by the way. A lot of good fights on here. A lot of guys I'm not familiar with. Had to do a little bit of research to make these picks because if I went with my gut, you know how that usually goes. Just kidding. It usually goes pretty good. So maybe the over detail will screw up my picks. But anyway, let's get right into it. Fight number one. We got Khalid Taha versus Christian Quinones. I'm not sure where Khalid hails from. That flag is unfamiliar to me. Looks like it's a Christmas tree with the red. Anyway, Khalid's 13-4, Christian 16-3, 9% Khalid, 91% Christian, and so Christian's a huge favorite. Oreo's in the video. Hey, Oreo, making predictions with me. Christian's rather green, but he's got a more veteran record than Khalid, but Khalid's been in the UFC for a while, and from what it looks like, he's had lots of cancellations and lots of losses, to be honest. So I don't know. My gut's just going with the El Mexicano. I think he's going to turn up there in France and whip Khalid's ass. So yeah, first fight we got Christian Quinones, picking him, and second fight we got Benoit Saint-Denis. He's a 90% pick over Gabriel Miranda, who is a Brazilian. 16-5. I think this is his debut because he's got the blank face, so he's brand new to the UFC. They don't even have a damn picture of him. Benoit Saint Denis only 9-1 though. Not the best record if I'm honest, but he's French and they're fighting in France, and I think he's pretty decent. From what I remember, I think he's got a pretty notable win. Not sure who it is. That's right. It's over Nicholas Stolze, not to be confused with Dustin Stoltzfus. Get those guys mixed up. So yeah, I'm going to go with Benoit, the French man. And that's my second fight. Now we're moving on nice and fast, guys. Here we go. We got some star power on the card. Nasruddin Imavov, another Frenchman, fighting Joaquin Buckley. We all know Numansa. Joaquin had that crazy spinning kick everyone talks about. It's like people don't really talk about it, but it's the best highlight in the fucking game right now. Crazy knockout of Impa Kasanganay. I'm not even sure if he's still in the UFC. He might have got let go because I don't think he had much success after that brutal KO, which is a shame because he seemed like a pretty good athlete and just couldn't get it going. It's a fucking rough game, man. Rough sport, tough, rough, unforgiving. You lose, you get flatlined. You don't make up for it fast. Your ass is grass. And I'm talking about grass that's getting mowed, cut short to the ground. You're out of here. Anyway, I'm going to pick Joaquin Buckley. He's a 64% favorite. Nasruddin is a 36%. Sorry, guys. I'm just tired. But yeah, Nasruddin's a Frenchman coming on this bitch. Who knows what the fuck he's about to do, son? We'll see. I got a feeling he might get the win here. He's got a pretty good win. I think he beat, what's his name? Ian Heinich and somebody else who's pretty decent. So, should be a tough one, but Joaquin's talking big, talking confident, saying he wants to get a ranked opponent and whatever, and I think he might have mentioned a new contract. Anyway, dude's biggest chest in the UFC for sure. Not that that has to do with fighting, but if he gets you in a fucking chokehold, you're donezo probably, because that bicep and that pec, that pressure, that carotid artery, you're going to sleep. Zzz. Counting Z's out that bitch. So yeah, we got Joaquin Buckley on that one. And then we got moving on. Stephanie Egger versus Araline Perez. Egger, she beat Jessica Rose Clark, broke the shit out of her arm first round, I think. She's looking pretty good, to be honest. And this other girl, Eileen Perez, kind of spelled Eileen, but it's a different way of spelling Eileen. I hope I'm pronouncing it wrong. Sorry. Eileen, if that's how you say it. I don't know. Flag looks like it might be Ecuador. I'm not super sure. I saw her picture on Tapology. She looks like she's from Hispanic descent. I can't pinpoint the heritage for you, but she's got lots of KOs on that record. And she's a stocky chick. So, I don't know. I just want to go with the underdog on this one, but that's what I'm feeling. She's a 21% pick, 6-1. Stephanie Edgar's 7-3 at 79% picked. I'm like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. But yeah, Stephanie Edgar's shit. She's looking good so far, but I think she's gonna get knocked the fuck out. To be honest, just kidding. I don't know, but I'm picking Eileen Perez, the stocky Hispanic lady. I think that's El Salvador. So we're moving on. We got Frdric Ziam. I think doing my Tapology research, this guy's name was the Smile Killer, Smile Destroyer, Taker, Fucker Upper, something like that. He was a Frenchman, 12-4, 18% picked him against Michael Figlac. Figlac's 8-0 undefeated, but 8-0 is not. He's from Britain, okay. Oh yeah, he's the guy from Cage Warriors. Got lots of wins over guys with records that are like 3-1, 4-2, shit like that, 1-3. So he's not that experienced. And Frdric Ziam, from what I remember, had more experience, but yeah, he's only 18% picked. So there must be a lot of hype on. Sorry about that. Thought someone was calling me. False alarm. Anyways, I'm picking Frdric Ziam, 18% picked. Like I said, 12-4. Got a little bit more experience. I think he might have a fight or two in the UFC. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. I just did the research and it's already gone. That's what decades of every single day, all day, every day will do to you. Also, this wheeze you'll hear, that'll also be a side effect. Okay, moving on. We got Absupian Magomedov versus Dustin Stoltzfus. There he comes, Dustin Stoltzfus. Not to be confused with Nicholas Stoltze. I'm going with Absupian Magomedov because if a guy's name rhymes with Demegadov or Nurmagomedov, you know he's going to be a monster wrestler. Got a pretty big experience record. And if I'm remembering correctly, he's coming from the PFL. I saw in his Tapology report. Lots of fights over there. Lots of wins apparently. 24, 4-1. He's an 81% favorite here on ESPN Plus. And then we have Dustin Stoltzfus, 14-4, 19% underdog. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Magomedov. Can't go wrong with a Magomedov guy. So yeah, we're picking Magomedov for this one. Moving on around, we got two no fucking picture guys. They must be, I think they're both newbies. It's weird. One guy's got the French flag, and the other one got looks like the French flag just turned its side. Not sure where that's from. But we got William Gomez versus Yarno Aarons. William Gomez is 10-2, 81% favorite. Yarno Aarons is 13-3-1, 19% underdog. And I looked at their records. Nothing very impressive, but I just have a feeling about the Yarno guy, the underdog. So I picked him. I think he gets it done here. William Gomez has had a lot of cancellations. I'm not sure what the deal is with him, but something just tells me in my gut Yarno's going to get this one. So, yeah, I'm picking Yarno. Ooh, next up we got Charles Air Jourdain. This man, in my opinion, beat Shane Burgos in his last fight. I really became a fan of him in that fight. I wasn't really too big on him, but once I seen his striking style, his rhythm, his flow, his swag out there in the cage, I mean, the dude, he is swag personified. Crisp hands, just grimy, gritty, fast, really fast, super impressive. This should be a great, phenomenal fight, man. You got Charles Jourdain, 13-5-1. This is a 50-50, man. I was about to say this fight is like dead even on skill sets because Nathaniel Wood, he's fast as shit too, but he's 18-5. Got a little bit more fights, but I don't think that means much because I think Charles has the UFC experience advantage. So yeah, this is gonna be a good one. You got the Brit versus the Canadian French Canadian, and Charles Jourdain. I'm picking Charles Jourdain, aka Frenchie from The Boys. I think he gets it done. And I'm going to be rooting for him because he's a fucking beast and he's got a fan in me. And next we got John Makdessi versus Nasrat Hakparast. I always get him mixed up with, who is it? Arman Sarukian. I have no idea why. I always think those guys are the same person. Maybe they look similar because the names aren't even that close. Nasrat Hakparast, Arman Sarukian. Where am I drawing parallels? No clue. John Makdessi's got a 18-7, 15% underdog. Then you got Nasrat at 13-5, coming off of 2 losses, one to Dan Hooker and Bobby Green. So yeah, he's probably gonna come in here with a vengeance. He's the favorite. Something tells me he's just gonna get this win. I'm not super familiar. Don't think about it, Oreo. There's no room up here for you to jump. Yeah, I just don't think John Makdessi's got the experience. Shit, he's got more fights actually. I just don't think he's gonna bring it enough. French Canadian John Makdessi, so we'll see. But I'm picking Nasrat, so quote that. Here's my receipt. Stay tuned after the fights, by the way, and I'll go over the picks and see how I did. Share my my outcome with you guys. Anyway. Moving on, we got Alessio Di Chirico, first of 2 Italianos on the card. He's 13-6. He's the underdog, which is crazy. All right, get down from there. Roman Kopylov, that's who he's fighting. He's 8-2. Rookie coming off of 2 losses, I think. Alessio Di Chirico's had a shaky run, but he did have that. Cat's trying to climb up me. Oreo kitty, you want to be in the video? Come on. Okay. Alessio Di Chirico's coming off that win to what's his name? Joaquin Buckley. Yeah, Numanza. He gave him the head kick, knocked him right out. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, we got Alessio Di Chirico in that one. I'm going with the underdog. He's beat the better competition. I just don't know why he's a underdog here. Okay. Alright, let me take this guy upstairs. Okay, so Kitty just tried to interrupt the whole video. Sorry, back to it. Co-main event, we got Robbie the Reaper Whitaker versus Marvin Vettori. And goodness gracious, 83% picked for Rob. He's 24-6. Marvin's 18-5. I really thought Marvin was going to be the favorite here. I'm surprised that Rob is. You know, these last 2 fights, I usually go with who I think's going to win. And I think Rob can win, but something's telling me Marvin's going to get this one. He's 17%, the underdog. But you know, I'm just going with the Aussies here in the last 2. I'm going with Rob, and I'm going with Ty. It's crazy because Cyril is probably going to win. He's just way more technical. He's fast. If he can go 5 rounds and survive with Ngannou, I just don't see how he loses to Ty other than getting clipped and knocked the fuck out, timed on his blitzes because he likes to blitz in and out. And I heard one of the commentators speaking on that, and they said if anyone's going to catch Cyril, it is going to be someone like Derek Lewis, Tuivasa, etc. Guys like that who can match that blitz in time with a power explosion and catch him coming in and into something huge. But I don't know. Cyril's smart. This will be a big test of character for him to see how the pressure gets to him because he is in his home city, home country, France. Holy shit. Crazy. Cyril Gane is 10-1, man. And the guy's already fought for the belt, gotten an interim title. He's 72% picked here. Tuivasa is 15-3, 28%. I just like Ty, man. I think he's a gangster. He's a brawler. He's a straight up dude. He doesn't give a fuck. He likes to party. He works hard and he plays harder. And he's talking. He said something very simple. And a win here gets me a better contract. And I do this to support my family for the money. So that's what he's here to do. He's here to rock up and he's here to bang, baby. We're not going to take any steps back. We're going to just rock in and test his chin. I'm going to chin him and do a shoey over his fucking sleeping corpse. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'll tell you why I'm picking Ty, because in the last one, I picked Usman because I thought Usman was probably going to win. And booyah, you all know what happened with that one. The underdog, Leon Rocky Edwards with the head kick. Do I think this will happen again? Probably not, but something tells me in my gut Ty is going to get this one done. So we'll see. We'll see how I do on picks. Note, last card, Salt Lake City, Utah, I went 8-3. One was a draw, so it didn't count. But yeah, I went 8-3. That's not too bad. So I'm hoping to do better. And this one, hopefully, fingers crossed. I hope I made the right picks. And that's going to wrap up Foeonthefights, guys. Oh, last but not least, bonus. How many total strikes will be landed in the main event? I picked 89. I expect to see a second round knockout by a Thai. Something crazy fast, shocks the whole fucking French crowd, goes silent. Something crazy like that. I don't know. I'm just calling it here. You heard it first on Foeontheflicks. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Forrest Rooney. Like and subscribe if you'd like. If you don't want to, I don't blame you. And if you want to talk about my picks and tell me who you think's got what, feel free to comment, because I like to interact with the subscribers, viewers, etc. But anyways, I've been rambling too long. I'm sure you're probably tired of it, so I'll see ya. Enjoy the fights. Tomorrow I turn 28, and the MMA gods gave me UFC France. So, oui.